14th, the place is still Denny's on Dyer, El Paso, Texas, near the police station library. Neubit McClark never makes it to work. He wasn't hit by a car or meteorite, nor picked up by aliens to help fight an intergalactic battle, which he sometimes fantasizes about. Nor did he slip in his bathtub, snapping his neck on the porcelain vase where he keeps his Axe body wash after being woken up by Jenny, rushing to get to work, never to make it. No, instead, his green Denny's uniform with the black collar is slung over his computer chair near his bed. Red suspenders to hold up his black dickies hang on a hook on his bedroom door. The pants are in the dirty clothes hamper. Brown loafers not on his feet, with no dry mud on the tips of his shoes from walking to work through the desert near Hercules Street, and then again another desert on Wren Street. His brown hair is flayed out over his brown and white striped pillow. His black Denny's cap is resting on his Denny's work shirt. The Denny's logo folded up so it only says DNY''S. He slept on his right side, and normally he slept on his left. And in the alternate mornings of Neubit McClark, he was awoken by a call from the assistant manager. But instead, in this universe, he slept through the calls dreaming of Lacey, the hostess, whom he'd hung out with only once before the party Uriel had for his 3-year-old daughter. Lacey allowed Neubit to play with her hands as they sat on plastic chairs outside and pretended to kiss when everyone looked at them under the shade of the roof of Uriel's apartment during this barbecue in the courtyard of his building on Sunrise Avenue, 3 blocks from where Neubit lived. He had a dream which he'd never remember. He was back at that same party, saying all the right words to Lacey, doing more than pretending to kiss, inviting her out to his home to show her some music, which he illegally downloaded, music like Travis and Radiohead, stuff she might like, making love with her over his black sheets on his mattress without a bed frame, her head resting on his brown and white striped pillow, her hands wrapped around his head, pushing his brown hair over his eyes. He'd sleep until 10:40, and when finally awake, he calls Denny's 5 times to see if he should still come in late. Unsure what to do, or if he's fired, he has a few swigs of Jim Beam, which Uriel bought for him last week. Jenny, his manager, only got 2 calls in which he slept through until 3 robbers came, one with a pink paisley bandana, grabbing her by her Rapunzel hair, holding it like a thick doorknob until her hair came loose, falling down below her butt, ripping the phone from its place and throwing it into the open kitchen window where the servers pick up food. A gun is Lacey's head as she's gotten into the walk-in freezer near the stainless steel dishwasher and sink. Neubit would never know what may have come if woken up by either of her 2 missed calls. But finally, there's still one more. It is still 10 a.m. or it's 12:30 a.m. It could be 5:06 p.m. and Neubit is long dead. A day and a half ago at Denny's, before this February 14th of alternate realities, he asked Lacey out to see a film, The Matrix Reloaded. He recalled her stating that she wanted to see it, though she had never seen the first one. Her response was this: "Sorry, but I work a double today. Maybe some other time?" Her glossed lips pulled and forced into a smile on her tan face, her blonde hair with brown roots that showed a little bit more every day, in a ponytail while she counted $1 bills at the register, licking her thumb while she flipped currency. At just before 3, before his shift ended, after ignoring Lacey all day, he met an old friend named Anna, sitting in a booth on the left side, where if he had lived long enough, would have met an elderly woman with pale, crumpled onion paper skin, who may have or may not have been his doom. He fancied Anna since he had her for chemistry at Urban High School, almost a little over a year ago. They even kissed once after class across the street from the school. Anna tells him that she lives across from Denny's at Rain Tree Village now, an apartment complex with furnished rooms. She would really like to catch up, she told him. With Lacey and willing to go see a film, he goes with Anna that day instead. They talk for 30 minutes while Anna plays with his brown hair and strokes his earlobe and cheek. "Do you remember making out behind the church?" she asks him, placing one hand on his lap while she still plays with his hair. Neubit nods his head, looking at her brown, particle board bookshelf with a photo of her and her boyfriend. Apparently she had a fight with her parents near the end of high school and moved out 1 month after graduation with her boyfriend, Ted, who's overseas right now. He's in army fatigue and has a shaved head, and she is in a blue tank top and khaki shorts near some picnic tables with the Franklin Mountains behind them. I think about that a lot, she says. Neubit agrees, though he's never thought about it since that day, and the two of them kiss. Even with his eyes closed, he keeps thinking of her boyfriend in the photo on her bookcase, with his arm around Anna's shoulder, his other hand on her waist, his goofy smile exposing his huge chipmunk front teeth, lips stretched as though held up by toothpicks, now overseas somewhere. He thinks about Lacey and her gloss lips, her small thumb flipping through a stack of dollar bills, who never turned him down, not really. She's just working a double shift. Finally, he stops and tells Anna that he can't stay. 5 hours later, he breaks into a cold sweat, a headache centered around his nasal area, nausea, bit of diarrhea. He thinks maybe it's a cold, maybe something he ate. He finishes most of the Jim Beam Uriel bought for him a few days ago, feeling slightly better, dehydrated and dizzy. He falls asleep dying of meningitis. It only takes a little under a full day, just before 10 a.m., February 14th.